I think you can hear me, right? Take me home where I belong. Okay, let's do this. Link. Link to stream. Take me home where I belong. Okay. Hi guys. I don't know if they'll. Cool. Ask me questions about me. You, so. So, model. I designed it. Anything from please. Take me home. Okay, let's see how this goes. Ooh, can you hear me? Still sick, but we can do this. Hello. You can ask questions. Feel free. But come on.
Bwana, kama mnavyoona mazoezi tumezuiliwa hapa, tumezuiliwa.
Come on. Take me home where I belong. Take me home.
Hakuna mechi.
Oh. All right, let's do this. Take me home where I belong. Take me home where I belong. Okay. Oh. Can you hear me? Yeah. Hello. Hey. Thank you for joining my stream. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? I'm still sick, but I can do the live stream. Can you hear me? Oh, that's good. Uh, thank you. Thank you for joining. You can ask a question. Yeah, it's a big problem. It kills a lot of people every year, but it's something we're used to since it's the most common disease. So like I haven't suffered malaria for like 3 years right now. So our bodies are more or less immune. Even if we get it takes a long time to actually show. And that's why when it comes really bad since we get it and we don't even know if we have it. Yeah, and they are everywhere, but not all mosquitoes cause transmission. So we get bitten every day. When you're out, when you're in the living room, when you're anywhere, you get bitten, but very few times you get the malaria. You are taking home where I belong. Uh, you can ask a question about something that you don't like about this current society, and you would like to know how it will be in the new Saturday. How many hours do you try to write throughout the day? Well, it depends. Like this week, I haven't written a thing since I was sick, and it's just been small copy. I've tried to write, but it didn't come out well. And I usually speak the chapter or what I'm writing, and then I edit the transcript. But even that didn't work this time. So yeah, I'm waiting to recover first before I can continue writing. But if I'm in the flow, I can uh, I can do a lot of hours writing. But as you know, it's all about thinking about the what you're writing before you write. So if you have spent a long time thinking about what you want to write, writing is easier. But if you haven't, you write and then you get stuck, and then you have to think as you write, which to me is one of the hardest things. Since you come out as if you're from a battle, your mind is exhausted. Uh, how are you today? Brandon, take me home where I belong. Yeah, I finally got around to reading. I think this is beautiful. I'm good. It's a rest day. That then back into the working. Oh, the weekend has started early. Hi to new chat. The, the weekend has started early. That's good. You can spend more time writing, I guess, and relaxing. Pum, 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 pum. It's a rest. Let me share it. Started stream. Good rest day. There are two people now. It's a good sign. The second person, you can say hi. Good. Where I belong. Pum 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 pum. Hi, wow, wow, wow. Let's see. Hello, Unit 1. How are you? I like the nickname Wawa. Actually, I think Ivorian name. There's a West African name Wawa. I know some soccer players who are named Wawa. This is a live stream where you can ask questions about the new starter model I created. So you're free to ask questions about anything. So it helps you explore the world while actually knowing stuff that you're interested in. So you can ask about stuff in the current world that you don't like and ask how they will be handled in the starter model I created, and then I'll tell you. I hope I explained it nicely. Good. What is this? You'll be further. I like that name. The Wawa I know used to be a cool. He used to be a cool player. He had this mohawk, like yeah, he used to be super cool. What is the objective of life? It's not about philosophy, but if you want to go there for the for the new starter model, everyone is free to worship their own religion, but the government doesn't recognize any religion, and it's a merit-based online direct democracy. So people vote for decisions, and if there is a local, there's a local online direct democracies and federal online direct democracies. So for the local ones, if the local ones are all of the same religion, the decisions might base on their religion, and so yeah. And but for the federal, since it's different religions, most of the decisions are based on humanity and not on any religion. Yeah, for the federal, it's knowledge and human progress. Can we coexist with opposing ideals that create conflict and confrontation? We already do. We already do. So, for example, here there are many different religions and many different beliefs, and there are more than 100 tribes speaking 100 languages, but we're able to unite and come to have one identity of Tanzanian, and so it's definitely possible. And the good thing about human progress is that it has already proved that it's beneficial to humanity. As Nisha said, you have to first prove that you're beneficial to humanity before your truth is listened. So everybody can see how modern medicine or the smartphone, the car, etc., have helped humanity. It doesn't matter if it's a gay person who invented it. It doesn't matter if it's a Muslim. It doesn't matter if it's a racist. But if it's a slave owner, but it helps all of us. So human progress has already proved its ability to actually help the whole world. So progress or regress? Progress, definitely progress. As I said, the government is a merit-based online direct democracy. So the votes of people will decide the votes of the merit, the competent people will decide how the society is run. Can I call this the opposing ideas that create conflict and confrontation? Yeah, we can. We definitely can. That's good. You started by asking philosophical questions, which is something I also like. Because something like science, if you don't learn science, your society is going to be left behind. So you have to learn science. It doesn't matter what you believe, so that the society can become better. And so the votes of the people will actually benefit, will actually promote people in science. Yeah, so it's all about knowledge and human progress at the federal level, and at the local, it can be different based on the local culture of the area. It's good. It's good you started with philosophy. So even when I was designing this society model, I actually got into a road bump like, why am I designing this society model? What is the reason? So at first I said so that everyone can obtain their basic needs, but then I remembered that that's not good enough, and I said it's. Then I came to the conclusion that it's knowledge and human progress, and I designed the society around that. Can majority of society be motivated? How much of society needs to be productive in order to continue progressing in the right direction? I asked to explore the thoughts. That's a really, really good question. So this societal model is still people use money, and there people are provided basic needs. But if you want subjective needs such as different types of food, etc., you have to get money. And the biggest employer is the knowledge economy, where people are paid to learn and pass tests, since most of the jobs are taken up by automation and AI. So when you ask, can majority of society be motivated? They will be motivated to learn. And so most of the society will be competent. And so part of the competent society will be continue progressing in the right direction. Part of the competent society will go into innovation and progress, and the other part of the society will know how to manage the system. So when you say, can majority of society be motivated? Yeah, they will be motivated because they'll have to study to get money. And they live in mama apartments, which are houses that are connected by an elevator system to a food and clothes hub. So when someone wants to order food, they order it and it's brought to them by a pod that passes through the elevator system, and they take the food and eat it, and once they finish, they turn the pod to the hub. So if someone wants, let's say you want free food, you just order the basic food that is available in your constituency. So for example, in my area, the most abundant food is called ugali. So if the society, the society's government wants to provide free food, ugali will be the free food. But if you want to eat other things like French fries or rice or other stuff, you have to study and assess so that you can get income. There are other sources of income, but that's the biggest one for the people. I like your questions, and I hope that I'm answering them nicely and you're getting some details into them. You can also ask the details of the architecture and all that, so you can ask how the food hub works, etc., etc. Feel free. It's all here. Oh, I think Unit 1 has left. Or is it you, Brandon? Yesterday the live stream. I don't know, yesterday the live stream. Let's see. Take me home, where I belong. Oh, then I think Unit 1 left since it's showing me one person. Can you like the stream? I think it helps the algorithm. Take me home, where I belong. Wonderful. Thank you. Yeah, I think tomorrow I'll make love that song classic. Yeah, it's Aurora. I think it's really good, and she looks like a Disney character, even in her without makeup, in her normal appearance. Yeah. It's wonderful, man. Thank you. I think live stream is it's going good. Love that song. I'm back. applications are credit to other social media are recommended. Oh, come on. Unit 1 is back. Why is it showing me one person? How do we raise funds today? That's wonderful question. You're asking the how do we raise funds for the constructing the society model, right? So how we do it is we first create an app that okay. Let me digest the words and then I'll say it without stuttering. Yeah. So first we create an app that allows people to easily check up on each other through allowing users to post a status about what they're doing, such as I woke up well, or I have a long day today, or it's my rest day. And anyone who cares can just open their profile and see their status. Once that app is up and running, we can add social groups and people can remember social groups. So, for example, if you have a deceased person, all the people who remember them can press a remember button, and something like solar punk or homelessness, people can press the remember button every day. And once these social groups have millions of people pressing the remember button, they can earn money through advertisement. And once they earn money through advertisement, they can collectively use it through an online direct democracy built into the app. And once they start using the online direct democracy built into the app, then the the genie will be out of the bottle, since the online direct democracy will have a good conscience in the society, and it will be easier to promote ideas, and it will be easier to promote ideas about the society model and to get funding. So, for example, if we want to create these mom apartments, we can just go to a group for solar punk maybe, or homelessness, or any other group that is about humanity and social causes, and then we can propose a bill that has earned the group has earned money through advertisement. Then we can propose a bill to create some apartments, and then the people will vote for the bill, and if they accept, the money will be used to create the apartments. And once they are created, other people in other countries can also vote to create them, and then we create like a domino effect. So basically, an app that allows social groups to earn money and use it through an online direct democracy, allowing social groups to be able to fund social projects and to bring online direct democracy to the mainstream and make it have a good conscience. Because right now, when I talk about an online direct democracy, you're just feeling it, but you haven't really ever used it. But with the app and the groups, once people start using it, even if you talk about turning the government into an online direct democracy, they'll listen, since they already know how to use it and they already know its effectiveness. How do we, I hope I kind of explained what what you asked, and the bottom line is we how do we raise funds? They will raise funds by funding the app. I hope I answered it nicely. Unit 1. Sorry. worried about. Good morning. I can hear you. Sounds like building digital states with digital citizenship. That's a nice allegory, but it doesn't quite get the point of what I'm saying. So yeah, I think it makes sense since the groups will have members from all over the world, and so people from all over the world will be voting, and what they vote for to use the money will be not part of any nation. So they can even vote. For example, in my country, there are so many mining companies who are fleecing us, and if we create these social groups and earn money, we can even vote to buy the shares of the companies and stop the fleecing, like how BlackRock buys shares of companies. So yeah, it's like digital states and digital citizenships. Yeah, so there'll be cross country groups which will have the biggest members number of members, and there'll be groups that are in one nation. Not all of them will be earning money through advertisement, and if they already earn money through advertisement, they can start collective businesses and earn money through those, or people can donate after seeing the online direct democracy works, etc. And anyone with an idea can propose can propose a view on how they want to use the money. So it's something really good for someone like me with these great ideas. Would there's so many of us. There's so many of us that the funding is not there, and if we had something like this, it would have been much easier. But right now we're forced to bow down to the venture capitalists, etc., which is not good. So yeah. Holy shit. Holy shit. Man. Guys, am I answering the questions nicely? Thanks, man. That means a lot. Feel free to continue asking questions, work, how people how they clean, how they cook, uh, ask questions. That's I think that's a good thing. Okay, let me try. So how do people get funding in this society? Let's start there. If they have an idea. home where I belong. Sorry about that. Come on. Bum, 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 bum. Three. How do people get funding in this new societal model if they have a good idea they want to fund? Say no. If you hold money and you lost or crowd in the barrel of fighting for life. Yeah, that's so true. So my question was, how people in this new societal model get money to fund their projects? Are the cons of the societal model? Okay, that's a good question. So the biggest con is the fact that the government is an online direct democracy, and so even if it's merit based, sometimes people can be swayed to make decisions that are turn out to be harmful. But I think that's just part of humanity. There are certain moments where you have to make a decision that will definitely hurt some people or might cause uh, problems for the greater good. So I think the online direct democracy is a roadblock that might cause some problems. But I try to hello new person. But I tried to limit that by making it merit based. That someone has to first pass some tests to get into an institution. So to get into the health institution, you have to have a medical certificate. And as you know, people are paid to learn and pass tests. So you can study that, and once you pass, you can vote. And that's to remove the the people who are not competent from voting. And I put it in the federal and local so that if the local online direct democracies uh, vote on decisions that are not good for the community, because in local online democracies, the institutions might have a few people who might form an oligarchy of sorts. So the federal level can intervene. Yeah. So I've tried to balance it through that, but it still might happen. It actually makes for good plots, for stories. I remember writing about them a bit some time ago. Hello, new chat. Hello, new. viewer, can you say hi in the top chat? And I hope I answered your question, Brandon. So I think the government system, although it's one of its hallmarks, can also be a problem. Yeah. Take me home where I belong. I hope I answered the question you asked, and if not, you can follow up. I think that's the biggest. The cause of this model or possible. And also, it's being automated through the apartments, etc., can cause a problem if the system fails, but that's the problem even right now, and that can be managed by ensuring that people learn. You know that the knowledge economy consists of people being paid to learn and pass tests. So people can actually learn how to survive if the system goes down, and the online democracy can make it so. So yeah, merit to vote or on the merit or no merit, no vote. Yeah, you have to have merit to vote, and you get merit by studying, and you get paid to study and pass tests. And you need merit since the decisions are a bit technical, so you can't vote on the health issues without any knowledge about biology or human health. And now, on what you have to study or what will be contained in the tests is for the online direct democracy to choose. So people will vote on what exactly will people have to study to join the institutions. So if you if you want, you can join all institutions to just learning and passing tests and getting paid until you become a member of all institutions, and then you can vote. And a bit of info. So there are two kinds of bills. There's the regulation bill and the funding bill. When you want to propose a regulation bill, you're proposing to change a regulation or law. And when we want to propose a funding bill, you're proposing to get funds for a certain project. Yeah. And once you propose it, people can vote. Merit to vote. I hope I'm getting the. I hope I'm answering your questions and you're enjoying it. We have a third person, which is good. To vote or no merit to vote. Take me home. Where I belong. I'm really enjoying your questions since they're challenging me, and I hope my answers are good questions. I hope I answered it nicely. Yep. What is the app release date? Wonderful. There is no release date yet, as the funding is still not yet there, but we're working on it. We're trying to get people into the uh, into the movement so that we can crowdfund this. And I believe we'll manage to do it, since what we're doing is honorable. So you can share this with others and talk to them and uh, tell them about the stream. You can also text me so I know who you are, Unit 1, and whether it's in WhatsApp or Facebook, so that I can give you more info. So there's a problem at this moment. Yeah, there's certain people to inquire. Yeah, it's a big problem right now. I've tried writing stories, I've tried creating videos, I've tried writing articles, I've tried making songs, I've tried sharing on Reddit, and people positively engage, but I haven't really been able to form a community. And now we're in this live stream, so we're trying live streams, which I hope will allow us to manage a consistent audience that will eventually be able to fund the project. Take me home where I belong. Okay, but you have to be very delicious with the process. Now, efficiently, it's social terrorists. Oh, how much more you need to launch the app? How much more do you need to launch the app? Well, it's 4,000 US dollars. I went and asked the company that develops app here, and he told me that it won't cost more than $4,000, whether I put all the features I want or some more features come up as we're creating it. So with 4,000, I'll have the funding to create the first iteration of the app, and at least have it in the Play Store. As the Portuguese say, a luta continua, the struggle continues. There's a third person who has joined, but they haven't chatted yet, so I hope you're enjoying it, viewer. Just voice a bit more. I hope I'm answering the questions nicely. I really do. You can continue asking questions. I'm really enjoying this, and I'm very, very grateful that you guys joined the live stream. Even if it's 3 people, it still means a lot. And it's a positive start. Can you test this on any of the already built apps? No, we can't, since the current apps don't. No, 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 we can't, since the current apps don't have an online direct democracy system. And hi, Ben. So no, we can't, since the current apps such as Facebook, Reddit don't have an online direct democratic system and don't have advertisement system for groups to earn money. So it's really, really hard. And yeah, if it was possible, I would have definitely gone that route. I tried a bit. Brandon can be a kind of test to this. So I created a daily remembrance tradition whereby I posted a poll that wrote, I remember Mama Old, or I think I remember Mseli Up, I remember Mama Old, which is the new Sato model's name. And then every day, people would go there and press. So like they press the remember button like the app, and it did work. So for some time, I was getting 16, 20 people remembering the tradition, following the tradition every day. But suddenly, Facebook removed its remember feature, and I couldn't continue anymore. So yeah, it's not that easy to do it with the current apps, but I've definitely tried. I also tried it on Reddit, and it worked to a certain point, but people didn't really find the meaning of remembering in Reddit, since there was no advertisement money there and no online direct democracy system. So it was just a hype, and after some time they stopped. But yeah, I have tried, and it didn't work. Tell me about your failures. Well, hi, simple human progress. Hi, Ben. Brandon. I felt it was an authentic, genuine care social app that could be used for positive thinking. Thank you. Yeah, it definitely was, and if it's designed, it definitely will be. And the good thing about the feature that allows people to easily check up on each other is that that feature doesn't depend on the network effect. So if just you and your family members check up on each other every day using the app, you're going to use it. It don't matter if there are 1,000 people there or 12 people there. As long as it has value to you, you're going to use it. So once they built it, it's just slowly going to gain momentum until it blows up, as we continue also promoting it. And I really believe that once we are able to create it, more people will join the cause. And yeah, we'll be able to do bigger things. It's about time, man. It's about time. We've been humiliated, taken as jokes for such a long time. Now, how can something that millions of people hate continue happening? And all we do is just complain online, create memes, etc. It's about time we create an app that will allow us to have revenue and a system to collectively use the revenue to push for our causes. Yeah, I dream of the day when social groups that have the most members and are the most famous and not influencers. I really do. Take me home where I belong. Oh, it's always easier to complain instead of actually coming together to help one another. Yeah, that's so true. So much easier. When push comes to shove, you know who the real people are. But that's how it is. Once you're able to create the app and it gains a bit of momentum, people will join. People will join. People don't like joining failing causes. And so most people, when they see failure after failure after failure after failure, they give up. They run away from that cause. But what they don't understand is the more you fail, the more you are closer to succeeding. And so what we need to do is just continue working hard to promote the Satamol on the app and then hopefully get the funding to fund it. Luta continua. Contra que contra. Uh, that's Portuguese, so it means the struggle continues. And contra que is against what? Then you can say like against poverty, against homelessness, against abuse, etc. There was a president who used to say that. Yeah, you can continue asking questions about some of the different aspects, the houses, the entertainment, the communication system, the various phones, etc. Why do we build testing and training for people? Why do we build? Understood the question, Unit 1. Like, where do we build or why do we build? It says, why do we build testing and training for people to gain merit? We do that so that the basic is that people learn and pass tests to gain knowledge and increase the collective knowledge of society. Since by doing that, why don't we build testing and training for people to gain merit right now? Or after the model is created? That's a bit hard, Uh, currently, many people are struggling to earn their basic needs, so most people are not focused on knowledge and human progress. Unless you're paying them, they won't do it. And unless they're sure that if they study, they get jobs, they won't do it. Like in our nation, for example, we're 60 million people, and 30 million people are less than 18 years old, and something like 50 million people, or 55, I think, are less than 40 years old. So there is lots of youth with no jobs, and this has just made people see that education has betrayed them, since many young people have got their degrees, but they haven't got the jobs they were promised. And so right now, I don't think it will work. Humans will regress. Yeah, right now, people don't have that much confidence in education, since it doesn't provide them with the livelihood they thought it would. They just go out and have student debt, yeah, and no jobs, and they just have to go into the market and try and get anything. Okay, relationship coach Ben has asked, teaching morals and how to be polite to each other should be taught in school, but unfortunately, governments consider such a human idea as simply a waste of time. They want everyone focused on money. That's not true. Right now, most people are just focused on money. Even the stuff that I'm doing, if you tell other people, they'll tell you this is a waste of time, and that you have to find stuff that bring you a lot of money, and serving humanity is a stupid job, and is a stupid thing to actually do even in your free time. And yeah, and in the new societal model, the morality will be we should express our good emotions in the society, or we should be moral in the society, and then we should express our harmful emotions in the community hub. And the community hub is infrastructure that provides people with venues, characters, accessories such as clothes and stories to role play and express their harmful emotions in a safe environment. So instead of telling a child, stop bullying other children, you actually tell them, stop bullying other children, and use the community hub to express your harmful emotions of domination. And so children will grow up knowing that you have to be a good citizen in the real world, and you can express your harmful emotions in the community hub. I got this concept from reading psychology and philosophy, and people like Jung talked about archetypes, people like Nietzsche, and many more. So yeah, I think we should express without having a infrastructure to allow people to express their harmful emotions. Many will fail to control them and express them when others are not looking, since the pressures of life will always be there, and so stress will always be there. And by building a community hub where people can express their harmful emotions safely, and promoting the community hub as a place to express their harmful emotions safely, people will understand and stop expressing their harmful emotions in the environment. Okay, let me read. As a college graduate myself, I actually discourage people from going to college, because these days it's just a business, and like you said, almost no more jobs for graduates. Just that senseless drama still remains the main focus for in society. Yeah, and the worst thing is that we already can produce enough for everyone. I asked ChatGPT earlier if we're able to produce enough food for everyone. And he said, yes, we currently produce enough food to feed the whole world. Uh, I think it was a number of times over. So it's all about distribution. And that's why I designed the new SAT model so that uh, the distribution can be easier. Yeah. Take me home. It's extremely important. Not all philosophers should be fooled simply because they were well known. Some applies with psychologists within support science always have an independent mind. It's an extremely, it's extremely. Yeah, so people like B.F. Skinner, I don't trust their psychology knowledge that much since using humans as test subjects and then concluding to all humans to me is just child's play. So there was this experiment, I forgot its name, where they took students from high-ranking colleges and then made some prisoners and some guards. And then what they found was the guards, after some time, start behaving as guards and torture the prisoners. And what they concluded was if people are put in an environment of power, they'll almost always abuse it. But that's not true. If you took a different sample subject from a different upbringing or morality, I am 100% sure they wouldn't abuse their power. Right? So, yeah, they definitely wouldn't. So, what you're saying is correct. You have to cherry pick what you think is right and discard what you think is off the mark. I hope you guys are enjoying the live stream. Take me home where I belong. Ooh, yeah. Hi. Home, where I belong. It's home on the other side of the wow. Nice question. Like you mean that wall or you mean the wall in the insert model? If you mean the wall behind the wall between the insert model and the current one, then yes. I'd like to ask you guys a question. Would you use the community hub and so you must be tired of this world and experience slight depression? Kinda, but to quote Sartre, there might be more beautiful walls, but this one is ours. So we just have to enjoy it and work hard to change it. When they destroy society, destroying the people who have the system that has destroyed society is the only thing left. So that's what we're doing. So I take a more existential take on this. Like I created for myself a why to live, and now I can survive anyhow. Hope I answered the question. Oof. Let's go. So yeah, he who has a why to live can survive anyhow. Let me start with Coach Ben. So he's saying, I'm not a religious person. I believe that this life is some sort of test. It's a mystery for sure. The only thing that makes sense to me is true love with a lifelong partner and trying to help others. Yeah, that's a good reason to live you have created for yourself. And for Ignish, he who was why, unit one, why. Yeah, when you have a why to live, like how Ben said his why is true love with a lifelong partner and trying to help others, you actually have direction in your life. But when you are a nihilist and don't have a reason to live, and then you can, yeah, you're thrown into the depths of depression. Wow, be honest, we want more power. I want the power distributed, and that's why in the new starter model, I proposed an online direct democracy, a merit-based online direct democracy, since I understand that if we put one person to have all the power, and then the possibility of that thing failing is big, and the possibility of abuse is big. And that's why I think we need an online direct democracy where many people can actually vote, since power is a burden. If you're the president, you have to make all the tough decisions. But if the president is lots of people voting on decisions, then even if you are tired, the others can make a good decision. Yeah. So we want more power, yes, but we want more collective power and not individual power. Yeah. Okay, it says money is power. Let me read it. Money is power, and it is concentrated in the hands of few. But knowledge is also power. Yeah, that's why in the research model, the main economic activity is gaining knowledge and increasing the collective knowledge. Since the knowledgeable society can rebuild itself even if it falls. But if society without the knowledge of how the society works cannot rebuild itself even if it falls. I read a quote that most people, if taken back to the Stone Age, wouldn't be able to contribute any new technology or knowledge. Hmm. Yeah, it was prejudiced, but to some degree it was true. Most people don't know how the world functions. Okay, one person has left there. Right? Wow, be honest, not how. So in the new start, model power will be distributed in the online democracy, and no one person will have power, except maybe ideas might have power. So a group of people might be voting based on a certain idea. Yeah, but individual people want to have power. You know how to distribute wealth 100% inheritance tax. Well, when it comes to the subject of wealth, it's subjective. So stuff like land, the land or the housing market is a bubble, and most of the houses are inflated. The stock market is a bubble, and most is inflated. And so redistributing wealth is kind of hard, and I don't like to think it in that way. And if you look at these corporations, some of these corporations are making poison. And so if you distribute corporations that are making poison, that should be caused, you're still spreading the problem. And so that's why I believe the transition will have to go about through creating a government system where everybody feels they have a say. Once that is created, we will have the power to give our collective the ultimate power. So we'll redistribute wealth to the collective. For example, if we create a collective online direct democratic group and it has a lot of power, it can buy shares of companies, it can buy land, and those will not be owned by one person, but instead will be owned by the collective. And so the distribution of wealth is not to individuals, but to the collective. I hope I answered your question. Because most of the power right now is just bloated and it's not real. That's why I also created new systems such as the mama apartments, since it depends on the hubs housing will be made easier and people won't have to stress about building a house since we can build units without a kitchen, closet, appliances, etc. Simple houses and have the hubs uh, serve them. And since the apartments are automated and people have more luxury than owning their own brick and mortar houses, they won't need to build houses and they'll just live there. And since the government is an online direct democracy, they won't be afraid that they might be thrown out since they have to say, what happens public wealth versus private wealth. Oh, that's a good question. So in the new start model, most wealth will be public and private wealth will control. Jamani, can you hear me? Yeah, I think I'm back. Okay, so public wealth private uh, and private wealth. So most of the wealth in the new start model will be public wealth. The apartments will be owned by the public through the direct democracy, and the land will be owned by the public through the direct democracy. But individuals will have private wealth, such as their own money they earned from innovation, business, or learning and such. And yeah, and if they want to use land for something, they can propose a funding bill or a revolution bill to use the land for something, and they'll team up with the government, or depends with what the people vote. But basically, most of the work will be public work, and people's private wealth will mostly consist of money they can use. Yeah. Take me on where I belong. Oh. Ah. Ah. Belong where I belong. I hope you're enjoying the stream and I'm answering your questions nicely. I really do. And I'm sorry that I'm a bit sick, but I'm trying my best. You guys still there? Please. I'll try and continue this later. I hope more people join, and also because people ready to entice more people to join. So thank you guys so much for being with this stream. I remember what you really guys. Stay fast, I really just do it. And yeah, tell no great things. We're having a good conversation, and I hope that you're learning about the learning about the app. Yeah, this is Saturday. Yeah. Do you guys have more questions? Um, can ask about the school, how the apartments go, work, how the people still studying, uh, yeah, everything. And fine. Take care of your health. That cough does not sound good. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it doesn't, but I'm taking medicine, so I'll be fine. I'll be fine. But please text me in it once since I don't know yet who you are, or you can text what your WhatsApp name is or your Facebook name is. Yeah. So others have not joined since it was an impromptu one. I didn't tell them earlier, but today I'll tell more people so that tomorrow more people will be able to join. But it's really good that today you guys were able to join and were able to do the live stream. So it's a very, very big, it's a very, very huge step. One huge step for man, but big one huge, big step for mankind. Balance the racist, clean the fish like. Take care of the house and that's not good. I think this is still early, so uh, I I will try and live stream later again and hopefully attract more people. Hi guys.